For those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris Kersting. I'm President and CEO of SEMA. And we're going to get this kicked off right quick here. So I'm going to invite to the stage Wade Kawasaki, who is our SEMA Chairman of the Board. Wade.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. As Chris said, I'm Wade Kawasaki, Chairman of the Board of SEMA, and it's really exciting for me to be here today to share with you some news that we've been, as a board of directors, have been homing in on for a while, and it's something that is a great opportunity for our membership, and we are really looking forward to bringing that to you. You know, the automobile is changing dramatically and has changed dramatically in the past few years. In fact, there's been more change in the last 5 years than probably for the past 50 before that. And that's with the advanced driver assistance systems. In fact, we have with us today a great example of these types of driver assistance program in Sam Schmidt. Sam, how's it going? Good to see you. And Sam actually has a Corvette that Aero Electronics modified, and he was able to drive it with a head array, steer it with a head array, and use a bite plate to provide braking. And not only has he driven this car on the street, and he's also issued the very first semi-autonomous driver's license, but he actually took it on Indianapolis Motor Speedway and went 152 miles an hour. And then after that, drove it up Pikes Peak Hill Climb, which is just amazing. And it's amazing the technology that enabled him to do that. And that's what we'd like to talk to you a little bit about today. And what I'd like to do is to tell you that the SEMA Board of Directors funded a study, and that study was to find out, number one, to qualify that opportunity, and the other thing would be to do is quantify that opportunity, because it's really up to the SEMA as an organization to be able to do those types of studies and provide that to our membership as well as to the media, so you can see what the level of opportunity that we are going to be able to deliver. Now that study is now, I was just told it's absolutely now available to download, and we are going to be providing that to our membership. And I'd like to invite Chris Kersting back up to explain a little bit more about that. But thank you very much.
Hey, you know, Wade mentioned Sam driving. His Corvette is right over there. So an incredible example where you guys can actually see some of this technology as it's been developed and put into use. So advanced driver assistance systems, we're referring to it as ADAS, fast-growing segment for the automotive aftermarket. It's driven largely by interest and demand for increased safety. It includes a lot of stuff you guys are familiar with, stuff like blind spot monitoring, lane change assistance, crash avoidance, and then developing technologies that are just coming out. And while most of these products are available from car makers on some of the newer vehicles, there's a terrific opportunity here for our automotive aftermarket, and that's about retrofitting the 260 million light-duty vehicles that are on the road today, many of them waiting to be retrofitted with these systems and take advantage of the safety and convenience that they offer. And while many of the new vehicles that are going to be sold today and into the near future will have some of these systems, a lot of the trim packages don't include them. So there's even an opportunity for vehicles that are going to be sold into the future. As Wade noted, the SEMA Board of Directors wanted to provide our industry with some specifics on the market potential for this. Those specifics are very nicely outlined and explained in the new SEMA study that we're releasing today. That study was conducted by Ducker Worldwide and the Center for Automotive Research. The study shows that the retrofit aftermarket for ADAS is currently estimated at about $1 billion retail. The important thing, the market is estimated to grow at about 9% annually over the next 5 years. And we actually think by lighting this up, that potential for growth is even stronger. There are several manufacturers here with us today, especially from the mobile electronics arena. They're already engaged in ADAS retrofit. So if you get a chance, you'll see we've got some signage around the space here, and I think John might even come up and introduce some of those folks. But we have people here for the media to talk to. Even though we've got some of that going on, we think that ADAS as a retrofit market is still in its infancy, and that new research report is going to help companies understand the opportunities and to prepare for them. You know, the study also identifies some of the challenges that our members are going to encounter and what will be necessary to overcome some of those challenges. SEMA is making this report available to member companies free of charge. The aim is really to spread the word, to help manufacturers, retailers, service and repair providers capture this potential for growth. And to further help our members, attendees here at the SEMA show are invited to take part in some of our vehicle technology seminars that we're offering. Earlier this week, we had some great turnout at a couple of those seminars, but there's more. Later today, we're going to have several brand leaders and design experts. They will offer some valuable insights on how ADAS is impacting vehicle design and development. We encourage our members to take advantage of all of these resources. You're going to find details about those on the SEMA show website or the app. Just take a look. I want to point out some of the people who are in the room here who you guys can speak with after we're finished. John Waraniak, I don't know where John is. There's John Waraniak, is our VP for Advanced Vehicle Technology. We have Mike Spagnola somewhere in the room. There he is. Mike is responsible for the SEMA Garage, which is a name we give to an incredible product development center, which helps our members address vehicle technology. We have Della Domingo over here, who many of you know is our media lead. We also have with us Brian Daugherty, who is over here from the Motor Equipment Manufacturers Association, MEMA. Those guys are responsible for the Apex show. Great to have you here, Brian, as a resource. And also Aaron Schulenberg, he's with the Society for Collision Repair Specialists. And all of these folks are going to be part of what makes this retrofit market go. So great resources for you all to talk with while you're here. Lastly, but importantly, you might be wondering how SEMA members get their hands on this report. You can now download it. Your copy would be free of charge. If you're not a member but you want the report, right over there is our SEMA membership desk. We'd love to sign you up as a SEMA member, and our SEMA membership fees are really, really inexpensive. So I'd encourage you to check into that and take advantage of it. Okay, so at this time I want to invite John Waraniak up, and I think John's going to talk to you a little bit about some of the companies who are here. Absolutely. Thanks. John?
Thank you. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Wade. Thanks for being here. This is an historic opportunity for SEMA. For years, SEMA is all about going fast, right? A faster horse. Well, it's kind of morphed. You need a smarter horse as well. And a lot of these ADAS, Advanced Driver Assist systems, make that a faster horse. You have the opportunity to do that. As Chris and Wade mentioned, the report is downloadable. There's gold in that report for you. It's a $1.5 billion market out to 2022. You know, $1.5 billion, is it big? Not by too many standards, but it's new. That's new stuff you can take advantage of, and it's what I'll call the gateway technologies to a lot of the semi-autonomous features you see on Sam's Corvette over here for the autonomous vehicle coming. And there's a great quote by Neil Young when he was here a couple of years ago. He said, you know, John, an old car can take you to new places. Well, there's a lot of retrofitting, as Chris mentioned, the 260 million vehicles out there that don't have the ADAS systems on it can be aftermarket outfitted with that. Great opportunity for SEMA, for you to take advantage of that. As Chris pointed out, we've got some of our ADAS exhibitors here. We want the media to come out and join them. Talk it up, network. This is a great opportunity. I'm certainly will be talking a lot more about it through the coming years. Any final comments, Chris?
Just to say thanks for all of you. The media folks, I think we have some lunches for anybody with media credentials. But otherwise, we hope you all have a really great rest of your show week, and we'll be available for questions and discussion down here in front. Thank you all.